let's just see where things go from here. Let me tell you where things went. It went south. It did.
I decided to pour myself a glass of wine to get ready for this story time. I found this wine called 7 Moons. It's a red blend, and I've had it once before. I really liked it, so I decided to get it again. It has a medium body to it, nice full taste, and the aroma. Oh, I love how this wine smells. I also like the phrase that's printed on the cork. I didn't catch it the first time I bought this wine, but it was very fitting for the story I'm about to tell. It's affordable, so if you're not really into red wine and you don't want to spend too much money in case you don't like it, it is not that much money. So grab a glass of whatever you're drinking, and I hope you like my story.
Why, hello. So we're here to discuss my week of romance, if you want to call it romance. We're here to discuss my week of failed romances. Yes, we are. What I'm drinking, 7 Moons, as you can see. I actually think it's really good. I love red wine. But I'm not always the biggest fan of red blends, but this one is pretty good. I like it. And I'm sharing this moment with you. So pour yourself a glass because Lord have mercy. Like, my dating life, where do I start? Where do I start? I don't have success when it comes to dating. And there's a few reasons why, but I won't get into that right now. What I'll get into is what happened most recently. So I'm going to be telling you the story of the 3 men that I was entertaining over the last week and how all 3 of them fell off the chart. Okay, they fell completely off the bench. Gone. Done. Cut from the team. Never will play. Will never, ever, ever be able to play. Okay? So, just for context, my birthday was exactly a week ago, okay? I'm a Pisces. Shout out to all my Pisces out there. Happy birthday to all my Pisces out there, too. My birthday was exactly a week ago, Friday. So, man number 1, we'll call him the 25-year-old. This 25-year-old had me feeling like I still got it. I just don't. Oh, Lord have mercy. All right. So this 25-year-old man slid into my DMs on Instagram. He sent me a friend request. Now, there was a lot of back and forth with this particular man. So follow me, all right? So just follow me if you can. This man sent me a follow request on Instagram. He slid into my DMs. I checked him out. I thought he was cute. I left a comment under one of his pictures because I didn't think it was going to go anywhere. I don't take Instagram seriously. I've hardly ever met anyone off of Instagram. I've met one person off of Instagram before this man, and I didn't even meet this man. You'll hear. And it didn't go anywhere, you know? So I don't really take Instagram that seriously. So I checked him out, left him a comment under one of his pictures, giving him a compliment, but also pointing out that I recognize that he's a young man, you know? 25 is young. I'm not going to share my age, but 25 is young for me, okay? Very young for me. So I said that he was handsome. And I said, and I mentioned that I noticed that he was young. So he read the comment. He did respond. He ended up unfollowing me. Okay. And then as we continued the conversation through the DMs, he asked if he could FaceTime me through Instagram. So we FaceTime through Instagram. The conversation was going pretty well. And then after we got off, he was asking, he sent another follow request. So I was really confused. I'm like, you just followed me before. Like, what happened? Like, so when we got off of FaceTime on Instagram, he asked if he could FaceTime me on my phone. If I had an iPhone, could we FaceTime on the phone? And I said, sure. I had gave him my number. So I asked him, and before he gave me a call, he said, accept my friend request, because I'm a private. I have a private account. So I asked him, I said, why did you unfollow me in the first place? He said, oh, because I thought you were somebody else, or I thought you were somebody that I knew, or something like that. Something just really weird. And that should have been red flag number one. Anyway, we transition into FaceTiming on the phone. And we had a pretty good conversation. He seemed like he was mature for his age. He had my attention. But one of the things that I did notice, that a lot of men, not only men that are younger, but a lot of men in general, one of the things that I noticed, they don't ask a lot of questions about you. One of the things that I can appreciate about a person that is out there dating is asking questions to get to know the person that is in front of them. Because that tells me that you are sure of yourself. You've done the work to know what it is that you want, that you know the questions to ask to see if that is the person that may qualify. Doesn't mean that they will qualify, but could possibly qualify to be the person that you want. Questions like, where did you go to school? Or what books are you reading? Or, if you're looking for someone who is educated, if you're looking for someone who likes to read, So there's certain questions that you ask to get those answers, to find out if that's the person that you want to continue spending your time getting to know, right? Right. This man did not ask me not one question about myself, okay? Sign number two. So, anyway, during the conversation, he asked me to follow him. So after we got off the phone, I sent him a follow. This was late at night, so I went straight to bed after our phone call, but I sent him a follow request before I went to bed. When I woke up in the morning, his account was public when I sent him the follow request, okay? When I wake up in the morning, I go and I'm checking, the next time I checked the Instagram, I noticed that his page is now private. Not only that, I noticed that he no longer follows me. So that was just really, really weird, right? It was just really, really weird to me. So I just took it as, okay, maybe he didn't enjoy our conversation and he no longer wants to get to know one another. Fine. So, birthday comes up Friday. I'm getting a lot of birthday wishes via text, via DMs, phone calls, and I want to respond to everyone. I'm trying to respond to everyone. I got some overwhelming love this year, and I'm so appreciative for that. One of the birthday wishes that came through was from a 25-year-old. Said happy birthday, which I thought was just a little odd, a little weird, because I just didn't understand the back and forth with this man, okay? I just didn't understand the back and forth. So I had a friend visiting. I had a girlfriend of mine who went to high school together, a longtime friend, came, spent the weekend with me, and we did a whole bunch of different things. And while she was here, I remember texting him, I'm getting some mixed signals from you. That's all I said. I texted him back that I was getting some mixed signals from him. His immediate response after that was not, what do you mean? Oh, are you talking about, me not following you and then following you and then that whole back and forth thing? None of that. No, it wasn't that. His immediate response was, this is why you're 40 and single. You're a lunatic. And I quote that. That was his immediate response after I said that to him, that I'm getting mixed signals from you. It's making me hesitate. Just being open, communicative, that's all I was being, the way you're supposed to be in a mature adult relationship, whether it's a friendship, whatever it is, you're supposed to communicate your feelings, right? That's what I was trying to do. And that was his response. I'm not gonna lie, that shit, because the girl was feeling herself. I was 25-year-old. I still got it, girl. I was texting my girlfriend like, girl, I got be a 25-year-old. Girl, girl, he thought I was, whew. Shot me down. Pissed me off, because it was like, dude, what? You got some pent up anger. Don't be. Pause. And I'm saying all this now, but I didn't say it to him because I've done enough work to understand that you don't feed into that type of energy. So what does Tasha do? Tasha blocks his ass. Okay? Tasha blocks his ass because you can just be blocked and blessed. Okay? Shout out to Amanda Sills. Okay? You can be blocked and blessed. I'm not going to engage in any of that. Okay? Obviously, I didn't pay attention to the other red flags that were waving. But this one right here, oh, hell no. You ain't going to be talking to me like that. Who are you talking to? Anyway, anyway, yeah, so blocked him. So that's guy number one. Asshole. Okay, guy number two. Guy number two I met on my actual birthday, on Friday. Decided that I would take myself to this Cajun restaurant and treat myself for my birthday. I go out by myself all the time. I have no problem going out by myself to dinner. I just usually just sit at the bar and eat and enjoy my company. So that's exactly what I did. So the food was amazing, by the way. And while I was eating, this man asked me what I was drinking. What do you think? What do you think I was drinking? I was drinking red wine. So he said, I'll get you another glass. Asked the bartender to pour me another one. I said, thank you. And we started speaking. So as we're speaking, he asks me another question. He asks me where I'm from. I tell him that I'm new to the city. I'm originally from New York. And this man was from, I think he said he was from Atlanta. No, he's from LA. He was from LA. And, he said that he was in the music industry. I, at one point, worked in the music industry, but I made it a point to not talk about my job at all. I make it a point to not talk about my job when I meet men, unless they specifically try to dig and ask what I do for a living. I just think that it's something that I feel turn men off. I don't do anything illegal or whatever, but I do something that I find that some men find intimidating. So I don't talk about my work. And he was going real deep in his work. He said that he worked in the music industry and he manages some artists or something like that. What it sounded like he did was like party promotion, but for artists, to get artists to go to a club or to an event to be seen, and he establishes an amount that that person is supposed to get paid, and I think he gets a cut. So he was name dropping quite a lot. And typically, I don't really care for name dropping, but I'm new to the area. I don't know anybody. And when he asked me for my number, I gave it to him. I felt like, well, at least we can network, together. Let's just see where things go from here. Let me tell you where things went. It went south. It did. Okay. Getting back to it. So, he was there alone as well. Walked me to my car. Nice, gentleman-like. And then I drove off and I went home. About 15 minutes later, I look down at my phone and I see 14 missed messages. 14 missed messages, okay? And I'm like, what is, I didn't lock his name. I don't think I locked his name in the phone yet, but so I just saw the number and I start to panic because at first I'm like, what happened? Like, I thought it was an emergency. I thought somebody was trying to get in contact with me. I thought something was wrong. And I open up my text messages and what do I see? I see this dude. Picture after picture of him holding Gucci bags, Louis Vuitton bags, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Versace, flip-flops, Chanel, pictures of his bank statement, pictures of wads of cash on a bed. Nothing written. These are just pictures. And by the time I'm going through them, it was like a total of over 20 pictures back to back. Just pictures of him. Pictures of him in lavish designer clothes, holding designer bags, cash, one of those holding like a block of cash to the ear. And no offense to anybody that does that, but this is what he was sending me. I was turned off by it. That was a lot. 25 pictures of you. I just met you, bruh. I just met you. Send me your Instagram, okay? Like, send me your Instagram. Like, really? Really? Never responded, okay? Guy number 2. Yeah, that was the thing. When you get knocked out in the ring, you're done, okay? I never called him back, okay? Just don't do that, okay? Fellas, if you like a girl and you're trying to impress her, don't bombard her with a whole bunch of pictures of you with expensive stuff. The only people that you're going to attract are the people that want that stuff and not you, okay? So, Guy number three. So, I will say that I was looking forward to getting to know guy number 3. This was a man that was introduced to me by a friend, a mutual friend of mine. And this is a woman who is involved in a relationship. And she came to me, she said, I met a man, and he asked me, do you have any friends? Use that line. Do you have any friends? That should have been red flag number 1, but sometimes it's not a red flag. Sometimes it's not. But a lot of times I feel guys use that line, do you have any friends, because they're interested in you. They like how you look. They like how you move, and you're not available. So do you have any friends because they think your friends are like you? Do you have a sister because they think they're like you and look like you? Okay? That's a lot of their thought process, okay? Anyway, so this guy, again, music industry guy, I seem to attract a lot of music industry type men, and I don't really know why. I don't know why. They're not necessarily my type. I love music, but I don't seek to date a musical artist. I really don't seek to date a musical artist. But anyway, I was going to give this guy a chance because, you know, my friend was like, hey, I think he's great and you should get to know him. So I said, fine, cool. So I told her, yeah, sure, let's hook it up. And the next day after I said sure, he starts to follow me on social media. He follows me on Instagram. And he's not, he's not engaging that much. He's not liking pictures, which is fine. Like I said, I don't take Instagram that seriously. He does slide into my DMs. He does ask me for my number. I give him my number. He never calls. He never calls. Now, I am big on phone calls, and I think that's one of the things that I feel is the hardest when it comes to dating in this day and age. It's considered old school. When I give someone my number and when I'm getting to know them, I don't want to get to know them via text. The best way for someone to get to know me is for them to pick up the phone and actually have a conversation with me, or to make plans for us to meet in person so we can talk face to face. I like that real time. I like to feel the energy. I like to hear your voice. I like to, see your body mannerisms, how you carry yourself, your tone. I like that. I like to pick up on all of those things about you, and you don't pick up on those nuances through text messages. And he never called. He didn't even text. And this went on for about a week. So finally, I spoke to my girlfriend. She wanted to check in. She wanted to see how things were going. And she said, hey, did you hear from him yet? And I said, no, he hasn't called. So she's like, strange. She says, oh, he said that he hasn't given you a call because he wants to know when's the best time to call you. He doesn't want to just, invade your space or whatever with just giving you a call. Okay, so this is my thing. If a man is interested in you and he has your number, he's going to reach out to you, okay? He might not know what to say. He might not know how to do it. But if he has a way to contact you and he's interested, he's going to reach out to you, okay? And that is how I feel, okay? So I still gave him the benefit of the doubt. I was like, oh, okay, he doesn't know what time. It turns out that during my birthday weekend, he texted me and asked when's the best time for him to call. And I never got to respond because, like I said, I had a lot of messages. I never got to respond. So but I had already responded to him through a DM. So I thought I responded to him when he asked me that question, but I missed his text message, but caught his DM. All these different layers of communication. Like I can't. Okay. Call a sister. Okay. Pick up the phone and just be like, hello. Is it me you're looking for? Is it? Anyway, so I'm like, all right, cool. I take accountability. That's what I said. I take accountability. All right. So I'm like, yeah, okay. I missed this text message. My bad. I'm going to tell him the best time for him to give me a call, which I did. I said, hey, I'm available this time or whatever, so we can speak and we can get to know each other. It was all like chipper and everything like that. And he says to me, he's going to give me a call tonight. Not tonight, but that night. He didn't call. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. So, with all that said, Tasha was real frustrated with dating. Was real frustrated with men. I was just really But then I said, you know what? This is a good thing. This is a good thing. This is a good thing, Tasha. You know why it's a good thing? It's a good thing because I'm seeing it early. I'm seeing it early. And I'm catching it early enough before I get invested. I'm not looking too far into what a man says. I'm not looking too far into what a man does. I'm looking, I am taking exactly what they say and they do for face value, and saying and being able to see whether or not they're interested. And these men were not interested. And I was able to see that early enough before I wasted any more of my time. And the time that I did invest, I just got to charge it to the game because I'm trying to put myself out there. So you got to kiss a lot of frogs before you find your prince. I think I've gotten to the point where I can scan these frogs and be like, nah, you ain't getting no kiss, okay? You ain't my prince. I know you ain't my prince, okay? I know you ain't my prince. So that's where we're at right now. So I'm going to, I know I said that I'm done. I know I said that I was done. I was mad. But I really, really, really want to fall in love. I really dearly, deeply, deeply, deeply want to fall in love. I've done the work. I've spent tons and tons of time and money in getting to know myself and going to therapy. I continue to go to therapy. I continue to do the work to be the best self that I can be. I'm very spiritual. I've done my shadow work, and I'm not perfect, but I feel like because I'm a woman of a certain age, people look for the flaws in you to try to understand why you're not in a relationship and why you're not married. As opposed to when you're younger, it's like they look for everything that's good about you, and they're like, wow, I wonder why you're not in a relationship. And then a switch happens after you pass 35, and it's like, oh, you got everything together. What's wrong with you? And I've done a lot of work to find out not what's wrong with me, because nothing's wrong with me, but to find out about my shortcomings and to accept them, learn how to communicate them better, and the ones that I can change, work on changing them. I have changed a lot, and just continue to be the best version of myself that I can be. And I have a lot of love to give to the lucky man that actually takes the time to get to know Tasha, because I got a lot of layers to me, So with that said, cheers to all you lovers out there. It is truly hard out here for someone looking for love, especially in a city. I thought leaving New York and coming to the South would be easier. Nah. It's nothing easier so far, I'd say. It's just same shit, different toilet. Alright. Good night, everybody. Peace.